Hello, hello, Kat.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yay! Yes, I can. We have
Eh,
liftoff.
Yay. All right. So I'm going to welcome already a couple people, Haley and Daring the Dark. Ooh, I like that name.
hmm
Welcome, welcome. And
Welcome.
okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. So um, for those of you that have just joined and the ones that will be coming on, I'm going to do my disclaimer quickly so we can get on with the show. Kat and myself do tarot. Oh, hey, Lenore. That's Daring in the Dark.
Yes, I know.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
I didn't want to
Anyway,
dox her.
so Kat and I do tarot. As you know, it's for arts and entertainment purposes only, and we do not answer questions regarding legal, financial, or health issues,
No, we
as
don't.
there's experts in those fields, and we do
Mhm.
not claim to know that stuff.
No.
All right. Okay. So, as you know, we do a monthly spread, and we compare the cards that we pull live,
hmm
and we give a message for the general collective. And then after that, we do live readings. And just before we go, I want to give a shout out to thank you to all those that signed up for the April contest. I will be doing the spin the name thing tomorrow, and I will post the video, and we'll see who the winner is.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so I guess we'll get started with our spread.
Let's
What
do
do you
it.
think?
Let's do it.
All
I'm
right.
excited.
Me
Happy
too.
May, everybody. I know we're a bit late. We meant to do this last weekend, and the weekend kind of got away on us. So better late than never.
Yeah. I will say, as we're shuffling here, the energies, guys, I don't know what is going on, but the energies are all over the place.
Haven't they been
Uh,
crazy? I
they've been
know.
crazy. I don't know if you guys, if you're feeling the energy is crazy, comment.
hmm
Let us know how you're feeling, because it's like 1 minute I feel dizzy, the next I feel absolutely fine,
hmm
and then I'm tired 1 minute. It's just really, really weird, the
Uh-huh.
energies lately.
Yep.
And I know that we're going into we're going or just finishing Mercury retrograde.
I think we just finished
We
it.
just finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we've got 6 cards,
Yes.
and I'm just gonna pull mine. Did you pull yours, Kat?
I haven't pulled. I've shuffled and I've been told to stop shuffling. So I'm sitting here waiting
Yeah.
patiently to flip the first card. So what is the first card again?
The
The
first
common
card
theme or something?
is the vibe of the month. So
Vibe
just
of the
before,
month.
yeah. So Haley's saying she feels the same. Yep.
hmm
And
Yeah.
Lenore, Pluto went into retrograde today. I thought there was something about Pluto.
Pluto.
Um, so
Pluto's not even a planet anymore. It shouldn't count.
yeah, it's interesting. Some astrologies do count it, and some
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Um, okay, let me see. Can everyone see my cards? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Ready?
So yes. Oh, I've got them upside down.
Ooh. Vibe of the month.
And mine's pretty darn clear.
I'm going to put
Uh,
mine right
oh,
here so
you're
everybody can see it.
you're sideways there.
I'm sideways.
There you go.
It's in reverse. It's the Chariot in reverse.
Ooh, and you know what? It goes really well in conjunction with my card, which is the Four
Mm.
of Swords.
Hmm. And yours
So
is upright.
yeah,
Okay.
I have no
Interesting.
reversals.
Okay.
So it'll be all upright for me today.
Okay. All right.
Uh, I'll talk about mine quickly, and then you can mesh yours into mine because it's
Sure.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So the vibe of the month, everyone, rest,
Mm-hmm.
take a
Yeah.
time out, conserve
Yeah.
your energy.
Yep.
I think we're gonna need it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if we're going into retrograde with
Yeah.
Pluto, we're gonna need the energy. So take the time out and rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Kat, how about yours? The chariot there.
Because the Chariot being major arcana, and it talks about moving forward on the path, your soul journey, like your intended journey, the direction you're supposed to go in. Looks like it's not again. Yeah, I see what you mean about the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords is saying if you are trying to move forward right now, you're not going to go in the direction you're supposed to go in. You're meant to take a minute and just take a breather. This is not the
Exactly.
time for forward movement. This is not the time for big decisions, big leaps ahead. It's the time to be slow and methodical and think very carefully about everything. If in doubt, don't, basically.
Yeah.
So that's our vibe for the month.
Okay, card number 2 is the theme.
Mm.
So let's see what's going to happen. What's the theme? Well, I got a nice card, and I hope things change. I've got the sun.
Lovely.
So, the sun here is really all about new beginnings. It's about happiness, joy, that exuberancy that you feel every time you
Hmm.
go out and walk into the sun and you get that spark.
Yeah.
Now, I know where we're from in Toronto here, we have not really had any sun for a very long time.
It hasn't really been making much of an appearance,
At,
has it?
no, it hasn't. And so I really hope that for the month of May, things are going to
Mm.
start to change and we do get some sun our way because, as we all know, the sun is a healer. It's a
Yes.
healer for us in many different ways that we're not going to talk about now. So, I really hope that happiness, joy, and the sun coming out is the theme for May. What about yourself?
Well, the Seven of Wands, this is, and it's upright. So maybe some of us are feeling a little bit like we're being, people are watching what we're doing, or, we feel like we've got to maybe put on a show. We're performing a little bit for some people. Sorry, this is what was the card again?
The
What was the theme?
theme.
Yeah. So, and not necessarily in a bad way. I think for some of us, it feels like it's just kind of something that we feel like we need to do this month. Sort of get out there, put ourselves out there, improve ourselves a little bit. Um, so yeah, I think if you're feeling like you need to do that, it may not be a bad thing. It may sort of be what you feel you find yourself doing mostly this month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to me, even the seven of swords or wands, sorry.
Wands.
Ah, okay.
It's wands.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's I think we need to take a step back. Both of the cards are saying take a step back, and I feel like we need to enjoy ourselves a little bit. There's
Hmm.
something that we're missing because we're
Yeah.
running the rat race.
Well, the
So,
sevens are due process. Sevens usually means some kind of due process. Something is happening, and
yeah,
it's got to happen. But again, it's not a major arcana; it's a minor arcana. So it's just something, sort of a necessary process that you have to go through this month. But it's not necessarily a big step on the soul journey type thing.
right. The next card we have is the cosmic tip. So what's our tip for the month of May? Ooh, this is my second major arcana card. I've got
Mm,
the world.
tip.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, so quite interesting, everyone. The world is really all about closing out a chapter in our life, and it's going to happen. So, when it comes to a major arcana card, you know that something is going to happen that's
Hmm.
fairly significant in nature.
Hmm.
And this one's closing out a chapter and starting something new. So, I kind of see where my theme is going here.
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
Take the step back because you need to let go of something needs to close and move on with life.
Hmm. Hmm.
What's your cosmic tip, Kat?
This is the King of Cups in reverse. So this is, um, get control of your emotions. Don't let your emotions make you unbearable to be around. Make sure that you're mindful of how you're showing up a little bit. And again, especially if you're feeling like uh, you need to be on show, or you need to be sort of demonstrating your skills or whatnot, it can take a toll, and it can make you maybe be a little bit, you might start kind of getting a little bit passive aggressive, a little bit sort of like under the pressure of it all. Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of your emotions. Make sure that you've got them under control at all times.
Yep,
This month is going to it might be a little challenging for some of you in that regard.
yep. I do see a theme that's forming between the two of us already.
Hmm.
So we'll continue on.
Yep.
The fourth card here is the action to take for this month. Okay.
Mm.
Interesting. Wow, this is interesting. I've got the Knight of Cups. So the
Hmm.
Knight of Cups is your Prince Charming.
Mm-hmm.
and they're on a mission to find love. Now, this is quite interesting because of the way my theme is going, how this
Mm-hmm.
card is fitting in. It's telling me right now, let's take a step back, enjoy ourselves, reconnect with ourselves,
Yeah.
find that love that we have for ourselves and the things that we enjoy. Take that time out to do them. That's where this is going for me.
Right. Yeah.
It's not about a romance per se.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, how about yourself, Kat?
So again, what was the card? I'm not very good at listening to
Oh,
my cards.
geez, you know what? And my memory is like a sieve, and I'm gonna show everybody the cup that I got to prove it. The action to take.
Action to take. So the Six of Swords is what I got for the action to take. So upright, it means it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move out of the situation you're in into a calmer, more predictable situation. But in reverse, it's talking about now is not the time to move. Now is the time to stay where you are and maybe face the music. I don't know if, again, the Chariot is saying no big leaps forward. There's some action that you need to take that could affect how you're showing up emotionally, but um, don't it's not a time to sort of run away from whatever it is that you've got to face the music. Something's
Yeah,
going to come out of this and you've got to stay and face the music, and it might not be a very nice, it might be uncomfortable, but it's the advice is to do that. You don't want to run away from the problem, you want to stay and face it.
yeah. All right, number 5. What requires your attention, or something that requires your attention?
Okay.
Okay,
Ooh.
I've got the Three of Pentacles here. So interestingly enough, the Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork. So working together with your colleagues to perform some kind of a task or a project, but it has to be a
Mm-hmm.
team. This can't be a lone thing,
Yeah.
which to me, again, goes with my theme of taking a step back. So don't handle everything on your own. Spread the wealth, so to speak, right? So spread the task. My theme is really taking a step back this month.
Mm-hmm.
Don't overexert yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the teamwork here is very fitting because it's showing to me that you don't take on the project on your own.
Yeah.
Have components where it goes to other people so you're
Mm-hmm.
not burning yourself out.
So I've got another reversed cups here. There's the Page of Cups in reverse. So we're talking about a little bit of immaturity around expressing yourself, expressing your emotions. Again, the cups are another card about emotions. And I've got both cup upside down. It's like we're putting our hearts in the wrong place this month. That seems to be the theme for me, is that there's a lot of confusion and frustration that's coming out for me this month with
Yeah,
everyone.
and it's funny because I have a little twist on your theme as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so last card, which is the main prediction,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got
Uh,
the Queen of Pentacles.
and I've got the
So,
Hierophant.
oh,
That's
interesting.
interesting.
So
Wow.
the Queen of Pentacles, she's again, she's a motherly figure.
Mm-hmm.
She's somebody who's gone through the ups and downs in life, okay, when it comes to your materialistic or 3D sense of the world. So your time, your energy, money,
Mm-hmm.
your job, your career, and things like that. But now she's at a point in her life where she's kind of settled and she's enjoying being in nature. She's enjoying being grounded, and she is very much self-sufficient,
Mm-hmm.
okay, when it comes to the finances. So the again, main prediction here for me and the overall summary, and then we'll get to yours, Kat. Take a step back, fall in love again with yourself, do the things that you enjoy, spread the wealth when it comes to work and time and energy. Let other people take on some of the burden, and that way you have enough time to ground yourself and just take a step back and enjoy who you are. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my theme, and now
I
we'll get
think
to yours.
I like the Queen of Pentacles too, because she's a master manifester. If any of you are
Yes.
trying to manifest this month, this might be the time for you to really kind of take some steps forward in your meditation or whatever practices that you're doing to manifest. Because yeah, she's a really strong manifester. Um, So yeah, the Hierophant talks about orthodox. It talks about following the prescribed path and the rules and the way things should be done or have been done. And I think again, the first card being the Chariot. I like how these are aspected against each other. I've got bookended major arcana for the month of May, starting off with oops, you're probably going to follow, you're probably on the wrong path here. You need to get yourself sorted around to find your space. You need to control your emotions. Don't run away from your problems. And make sure your heart's in the right place. Make sure you're focusing on meaningful things. And in the end, it's about following. So it's like, this actually reminds me of a saying: rules are for when the brains fail, right? So we
Hmm.
apply common sense where we don't have rules. But I think in this case it's the opposite. I think this is going to be, for some of you, it's going to be a really confusing month. You're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels and going nowhere. But I think the end rule is that, just what are the sort of the prescribed rules or steps for you to follow. And sometimes if you can't get your head around what you need to do, it's time to go back to the book and look up the rules and just follow those,
Yeah.
right? Because they will always set you along the right, they'll help you course correct. And it's
Yeah.
like you're looking for a course correction at the end of the month here, or for the
Yeah.
month, some point in the
Yeah.
month. Yeah.
It's interesting, Kat, because the way I see your spread and what you've pulled, and the common theme with mine, right from the beginning, you pulled the Chariot in reverse. Now
Mm-hmm.
the Chariot is all about speed normally,
Mm-hmm.
and in reverse, to me, it's saying slow down.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
Yeah.
my Four of Swords. Take a break, slow
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And with your cups being in reverse, it's telling me, you know what? Don't base your decisions on emotions, because it's not going to work for you. It's going to backfire,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the
Yeah.
Hierophant, was it upright or reverse? The
Upright.
Hierophant.
Upright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, stick to the structure.
Yep.
Don't deviate. But really, at the end of the day, slow it down. Both
Mm-hmm.
of our spreads are saying slow it down for the month
Mm-hmm.
of May.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the common theme we both have. What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, I would agree. Absolutely. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Stop and face it. Like, just
Yeah,
stop, and instead of focusing on forward movement, deal with what's right in front of you, even if it's not comfortable. Yeah,
yeah,
it's going to be an interesting month for some of us.
I think so. All right, that's that. So now
That is that.
we'll get onto the part of the live readings
Mm-hmm.
for the audience members. Audience, I feel like I'm in a TV game show.
Audience.
Um, so as I was saying, I got a cup that reminded me of my age. Let's put it
Uh-oh.
that way. And I'm going to show everybody just now. It was my friend from Vancouver sent it to me for my birthday,
Nice.
which was a couple of weeks ago. So let me hold it up now so you can laugh.
49 plus 1.
Oh, geez. I tell you.
Or 35 in US figures, right?
Yes. And 10 in
35
dog years.
in metric
Yeah,
years.
there you go. Uh,
Uh,
okay, so if there's anyone that would like us to pull a card for them, let us know. If you have a specific question or a general read, let us know.
mhm,
And we're going to start that right now.
mhm.
We'll just wait for a comment. I know there's a couple people here. I feel like they want one. Come on, guys. You're being quiet. Who wants a reading? Okay, Lenore. Lenore, do you have, and Haley? Okay, so we'll do Lenore first.
Mhm.
Lenore, do you want a general reading or do you have a specific question?
That's weird. Where is Lenore? Oh, there she is. Queen of Cups.
Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna assume she's typing a question because
Hmm.
it's taking a little schmidt.
Ah, shoot.
Oh, something specific. Okay.
Okay.
In what area? Career, love, I don't know, something. Let us know what the specific part is. About the festival I'm about to work in next week. Okay. Let's see what we got.
About the festival. Interesting. Hmm.
I'm liking this question. It's something very different, Lenora.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Question about the festival. Let's see.
Oh, interesting. This card was about to flop out. Okay, so I'm going to take this card and the one that was supposed to be into. Oh, interesting. Okay,
Hmm. Queen of
so
Cups. Where is my Queen of Cups? Did I pass
so
her?
while you search, I will go.
Go for it.
All right, so Lenore, card number one, we've got the Knight of Cups. Sorry, Knight of Wands. So what that's telling me, the Knight of Wands is it's a card that really exemplifies high energy, quick action, but there's a little bit of a downside to this card because the action can be so quick that you forget about the consequences. So you don't think about things, you act in a quick manner. So I want you to remember next week when you're at this event, don't jump into something very quick. Think about it for a minute. It's still asking you to take action, but I'm telling you, take a step back and think about it before you act.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Card number two, I've got the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is kind of telling me, without getting specifically into the meaning of the card, I'm seeing right here, there's a little bit of mental anguish going on next
Mm-hmm.
week. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of stuff going on next week when it comes to just a lot going on at the event,
Mm-hmm.
where it's forcing you to take actions, but at the same time, it's stressing the hell out of you. So that's what I'm kind of feeling for next
Yeah.
week.
And I have the Queen of Swords in reverse.
Uh-huh.
So it's another sword, but it's in reverse. So there's something about communication, something about strategy, something about interpersonal things with this festival. I don't know if do you get along well with everybody in the festival? Is there anybody that kind of wigs you out a little bit? Are you going to be forced to sort of try to put on some diplomatic tactics with people in order to get through the day?
Yeah, I'm feeling the theme for both of us, Kat. Think before you speak.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lenore, let us know if that makes sense. If again, you're not going to know right now. You might have an inkling, but message one of us next week after the event and let us know.
I'd be curious to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haley, you're welcome, Lenore. Okay, Haley, what can I expect in love this month? Do you have Haley's information, Kat?
I do. I have Haley.
Perfect.
Yep. She is Queen of Swords. That was the Queen of
You
Swords
just
that I
had
just
her.
pulled up.
Yeah.
We'll see what comes up this time with that. I'm just gonna give them a cut. Okay, so love. Love readings, kind of hard to do in 2 cards. You might want to book Steve for something more in depth, Haley, but we'll see. We'll see what we can pull for you here.
Huh. Interesting. This card came up in the monthly reading.
It's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I love how we get some cards that do that. They just keep popping up. Okay, so there's my Queen of Swords.
All right, Adam, thanks for joining. We're just doing the live reading. So if you want a reading, let us know in the comments.
I pulled the Fool for you, Haley.
It goes really well with the card that I pulled.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I've got the Four of Swords again.
Wow.
So, Haley, the Four of Swords, yes, we know it means rest, but something is telling me, because you can see the little heart here in the
Hmm.
card. So something is telling me you still have some mending of the heart to do, so some healing to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
And with cats, the Fool, the Fool's about really taking a leap of faith. So,
Yeah.
before you take that leap of faith, you really need to go through the little bit of the healing that you have here. Hey, Johan, thanks for joining. We're just doing live reading, so if you want one or if you have a specific question, let us know. I'm going to come back to Haley for a second. Haley, does this make sense? Is there anything that you need mending from your heart? Like, were you hurt previously in a relationship and maybe still not over it? Or there's just something that's going on that you just need to take a step back for yourself and heal
Hmm. Yeah.
before you jump on the fool's journey, right?
Sometimes, yeah, the fool is this is a starting from scratch scenario as well, right? Taking a leap of faith, but this is the beginning of the journey, the fool, and it's the major arcana, which tells me that yeah, sometimes we feel like we're healed, but we're not really. There's a little bit more work that has to be done, a little bit more of that inner work.
Yeah.
Um,
So she commented, she's saying
yeah,
spot on.
yeah,
Yes, current breakup and still healing from it. So
yeah,
yeah, so really that's your message, right? Take the time
yeah,
out, heal. You don't want to start a new journey and take a leap of faith right now because you don't know where it's going to end up, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Adam or Johan, would you like a quick reading? Nope. I don't know what's going on with me tonight, but the cards keep flying everywhere.
Yeah, I'm kind of all thumbs with mine too tonight.
You're welcome, Haley.
Yeah, the fool upright is good though. Like if it was reversed, I'd be
Yes.
concerned. But the fact that it's upright tells me that it's, there will be an opportunity to start again from the
Yeah.
beginning, and like any relationship, there's always that leap of faith. But yeah, that the little bit of healing first before, because the fool can also be um, sometimes taking steps and being a little bit impulsive instead of holding back, and so
Yeah.
interesting.
I agree. Okay. Last call for readings. So if there's anyone in the comment section or anyone want a reading, give a comment. I think I'm going to pull a card for you, Kat. You can pull one for me. How's that?
Okay, sure. Sure. Shall I? I'm going to pull one for the King of Wands because you are a
Yeah.
fire sign.
There we go.
All right.
And hello, my mom just joined.
Oh. Hey, Steve's mom. Mhm. All right. King of. Oh, there you are. Look at that. You came right up.
Huh.
King of Wands. My deck calls them rods, but they are
Yeah. Yeah.
wands.
All right. So what do you got for
Ooh,
me?
I got the Hermit for you, my friend.
Mm. That's one of my soul cards, by the way.
That's interesting. Haha. Is it time
So
to do
yeah,
some inner reflection?
100%.
Mhm.
Yeah, spot on. I've got
Nice.
the Page of Swords for you.
Ah.
So new beginnings when it comes to ideas, maybe
Hmm.
contracts, maybe you're starting a new book or studying taking a new course.
Hmm.
It's really all about the new beginnings when it comes
Yeah.
to intellectual things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sense?
And some strategy that I'm planning on. Yeah, it does. It
Yeah,
aligns nicely. Yeah. Sweet.
perfect. Perfect.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yay. You're welcome.
Yay.
Okay, last call, people on the live. Anyone want a reading? We'll give it a second for a comment.
May's going to be interesting. Wow.
Yes, May will be interesting.
I didn't think to look back on April. Did you? We
I,
re-
to-
I
oh, I
kind of made
totally
time to
forgot.
do that. I just keep forgetting. It's always nice
Same
to go
here.
back, right? And be like, oh, yeah, April was kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't see any questions coming up in the chat unless it froze. Let me just double check here. No. Okay,
All right.
so we're going to close off. Kat, is there any upcoming events that you have planned?
Oh, boy. I am going to be doing some Reiki classes. I think I've got it on my link tree for my Instagram. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've got to schedule some more for the fall because I'm getting some people asking about fall
Yeah,
classes. So, yeah, that's right now. I've been a little bit busy. I haven't really been planning too much, but
okay,
yeah, there should be something on my link tree about an upcoming class.
perfect.
Mm,
And I think, I shouldn't say I think, I think Kat and I are going to be planning another sound healing session. And if there's anyone that is interested in that coming up, it's sound healing and Reiki together.
yeah.
You don't find that combination very,
No,
pretty much anywhere.
no,
It's
you
very rare to
don't.
find it.
Yeah, yeah.
So let us know, send us a direct message if you're interested. Of course, it's going to be live in the Toronto area, so you have to be here.
Yeah.
We haven't set a date yet, but we're going to put out the feelers right now and see who's biting.
Yeah, we got really good feedback on the last one. A lot of
Yeah,
people walked out just blown away. So,
yeah,
and we
they
even
want to
had a
come
Reiki
back.
master. I had a Reiki
Yeah.
master actually even
Hmm.
attend, and she was like, "I've never attended anything like that. That was amazing." So that was high praise in my
Yeah.
book. So, yeah.
All right. I'm going to close it off and then I'll turn it to Kat. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Again, thank you for those who participated in the month of April for the tarot contest. Keep in mind, we're going to be doing that sound Reiki healing session. Look out for the advertisements for that. And again, thank you for coming on the lives. And I'll turn it over to you, Kat.
Yeah, what Steve said. Thanks for attending. We really appreciate it. We really enjoy pulling these cards for you. It's a lot of fun for us as much as I know it is for you. And we're glad that you come. Make sure to tell your friends. And I guess our next one will be when is our, let's maybe just quickly look at the calendar. End of
Uh,
May or Sunday, the 1st of June, I guess. It'll be Sunday, the
yeah, maybe
1st of
we'll do
June.
that. I like that
Yeah,
idea. 1st of
yeah,
June. Yep.
nice. All
All
right, folks.
right.
So if we don't talk to you before, we will see you on the 1st of June and have a great May, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye for now.
Bye.